Welcome, everyone, to Akron, Ohio, and home of the Akron Zips, where the fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup, one that could call back the glory days once seen in the old Rubber Bowl. Today, an in-state clash between two teams from the state of Ohio, and here, football is important, and beating an in-state rival carries a little more weight. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Bowling Green Falcons, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Akron Zips. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Zips will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Bowling Green's offense will get the first crack at it here. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Tillman. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy, making an accurate throw.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off.
Priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath, like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Zips offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective team.
Wasting no time taking a shot. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Across the 25. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. The back goes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. From the 1, it's 1st and goal as they try to open the scoring here. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Zips! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. The expressway is wide open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact, so it's okay for him to make catches.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Looking to pass. It's Basilak. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Wants to throw on second down. Lofts one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 20. And he's brought down after a huge completion. They build their attack around those big plays, and they've got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
And the Zips get enough for the first down.
You think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just to really...
Give him 6. Touchdown, Akron. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put together a 5-play, 7. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Back to pass, it's Basilak. He makes the connection. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David. He's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Quarterback empties his backfield. On second down, he'll let it fly. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
A lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game, but
fires one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The Zips have this offense rolling. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Bounced off his feet.
got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Zips. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're one.
And he breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Tillman. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? Off play action. And the blitz gets to him just like that. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. The Pandas managed to get the win in a close one this week, and they just shook up the college football world. And to do it on the road, no less. Just incredible. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings.
Back to throw, it's Bullock. trying to get to him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
And the Zips have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. That's reeled in. It's Wilson. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Hit the afterburners, kid. The 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Akron. Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good. It put one more on the lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. From the gun, the running back has it. Open space at the 25. All kinds of running room. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the... And the defense gets to the quarterback. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Dropping back, it's Bazelak. Hit as he... It wasn't knocked free for a fumble. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Powers through the defender. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get down.
Looking deep down the right side. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He'll take another shot here. Reels it in down the left side. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Akron. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job.
And the Falcons will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Campbell. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. He's going to pass. Makes the grab over the middle.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. The Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Catch in the middle. It's Wilson. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. And the Zips moving quickly to the line. He wants to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's caught inside the 15. They got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass, it's Bullock. Now sliding to his left. He's got it. Touchdown, Zips. And the stomping has commenced. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Oh, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to get the edge with the jet sweep. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. To the air, it's Bazelak. Gets it out fast. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Falcons will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Coming after him. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Pressure coming. Unleashes it on the run. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Looking downfield, it's Bullock. He's not afraid to go deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
It's incomplete, a 4th down stop, and the turnover on downs. 1st down here for the offense. Got the quick completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Tillman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Lofts one deep down the right side. And the pass, it's picked off.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can...
Lofts one high and deep. And that pass is caught at the 25. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. With the catch, it's Wilson. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
With jet sweep pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Akron holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try the run. Touchdown, Akron! And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. This offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds his tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. And the Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Slips through the line. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
To the air, it's Bullock. Got his man quickly. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. Quick pass on the fly motion. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on 1st down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. And the field goal unit is on the field. Good right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season.
Running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Falcons send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner goes down. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to throw deep right side. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Getting some heat. Going to try to get it himself.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. The Zips will punt it away on 4th down.
Number 36.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this with Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. They weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to get it through the air. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch was called for, but there is a flag on the play, and we'll have to sort it out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
It's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
And the Falcons will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Finds the tight end. Oh, look out, there he goes. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Looking for the score. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with a GPS and a slide rule. Can they finally get a touchdown on 3rd? And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. A little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be dragged down. Offense at an empty set. Back to throw, it's Bullock. Fires one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10.
And that's a good stop for this defense.
He's got it on the left. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Going up top on 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back.